Welcome to the Modelogix how-to video series. This video is on importing estimates from Excel. As you can see, we can import estimates directly from WinEst, and that's a fairly straightforward process that will walk you through it. There are also options to import from Prolog and Vico Office. We're covering the Import Excel option here because that is a very commonly used one, especially for people that don't have WinEst. And even for some people that do have WinEst, they like to get the estimate out, perhaps clean up the data a little bit, and then prepare it for import. And they use Excel as their primary tool to do that. Before we can even import the file, we have to make sure that we have a template set up, mapping all of the columns. And even before that, we need to make sure that we have WBS tables set up. Let's take a look at our Excel data first. So I already had that open, but I clicked on it. And you can see I've got division, code and name, major, minor, and job cost headings. And then over here I've got 6 cost category headings. And we're going to want to import all of those. So we need to make sure that we have a WBS table set up for these 3, the division, major, and minor, plus the job cost. And then we'll do the mapping. So let's go back to Modelogix. And let's make sure we got our WBS tables set up. Click on Setup, and we go to WBS tables. I've already imported estimates in here. You can see I've got division, major, minor, and job cost. These tables, the information on the right gets automatically filled in from the estimate. So having the WBS table set up allows us then to go and set up the template so that Modelogix knows what column is what. Where it can expect the information and what is that information. So again, I'm going to click back on Excel. I'm going to map column A, for example, to the division code, column B to division name, and so on. And note too that my data starts on row 5, so I've got information above that. So back to Modelogix, and I'm going to click Import Excel Project. This is where I want to put the project. I'm going to put it in the Estimates folder. Click OK. And now I'm ready to set up my template. So I click on Templates and Add. And we'll just call this Training Template. Our items begin at row 5. And now we're going to map the metrics and the WBS tables. So we'll click on WBS tables. The code was in column A. The name is in column B. If you have control quantities and units, you would put those in here. We'll go to the major. That was in C. And this is in column D. And the minor was in E and F. Finally, we have the job cost, code and name. So it'd be in row G, or column G, and column H. Let's have a quick look to make sure that's correct. You can see the job cost code here, column G and H, A, B, C, D, and so on. Then we have labor. So we have 6 cost categories coming up, plus labor hours. So we'll go and set the metrics next. So the labor is in the column I, materials in J, K, L, M, and N. And then I have my labor hours in the last column, which is O. And just to double check that, we've got J, I, J, K, so labor, material, subs, equipment, other, and user. Labor, material, subs, equipment, other, and user. So that looks correct. If you are importing items, you would map this. Most of the time you don't need to do that. Only map the Excel columns if your project has item details, and you will be exporting models back to WinEst. So for this exercise, we'll skip that. We click OK. And we have our training import template set up, so we'll click Done. And now we're going to import a file. So I'm going to import that file that's on my desktop. And I'm going to use a template. I'm going to use the training template. click the drop down to select the training template. What I was going to mention was that you can have multiple templates. So if you have different Excel formats for different types of estimates, you can set those up with different templates rather than rearranging all of your Excel data. And then we click import, and hopefully this will work. So it's open on my desktop by Excel, so I need to close that. Very common, so I thought I'd go ahead and leave that in here. So I'll come back in here. I have my training template set. I'll browse, click that import, or click the file I'm going to import, and then click import. You can see over here on the left, Modelogix import. That's the file we just imported. And we're ready to start entering information and publishing that, and that will be in another video. So thank you for watching this video, and have a good day.